Hello everyone and welcome back to Saibu Kowo. Welcome back to Chewbacca Farms. Check out my beautiful ducks. Aren't they awesome? I've just been hanging out in here. Okay, so today, a lot of stuff to do. First, we're going to buy Field 11 right here. I want to put a silo up. There's this cool silo mod that I've been wanting to try. It is a multi-fruit silo, and it holds 700,000 pounds, liters, gallons, whatever, of all the different stuff. So we're going to put it right out here. Now, as you can see here, I have rye growing in this field. So I'm going to try to save some of that, but we're going to buy this. And I just need a little bit of this ground, I think, to get the silo to actually show up correctly. So we're going to go over here. This is, when I get to it, I have a lot of silos. This here, Silo Multifruit by Lizard. $100,000 is what it costs, but it holds 700,000 liters of everything. Very, very cool. It's 23 slots, and we're going to put this bad boy in. So as you can see, I don't really need to take up barely any of the field at all. There'll be a tiny little overhang, but nothing major. So the majority of that rye will still be available for us to harvest to feed to our ducks, which is great because we love our ducks. They are beautiful. So I'm just trying to find the best spot where it's closest to 100,000 as I can get it. That way it will be flat. That's the purpose of that. The closer you get to the original sale price, the flatter it'll be, because that means less money has to be spent on landscaping. That's pretty cool looking, isn't it? That's where it goes in, and this pipe here is where everything comes out. Just kind of poking around. I haven't even seen this mod yet. I wanted to check it out. A lot of really good detail. Can this open? Okay, that does not open. Very cool, man. Got some pipes for no reason sticking out the side. Kind of a nice looking little... What in the hell? $100,000 this cost me to build. And there's garbage all over it. That's terrible. Now, I think it's kind of cool looking. Okay, so we've got Field 88 here that I bought. This is going to make us some good money. I believe it is canola, I think is what I have in there. It's hard to tell because the soybean looks a little bit different than the canola on this map. And the canola looks like the soybean did look before, if that makes sense. So we're about to find out what it is. It's one of those two. And we got canola. That's what I thought it was. Okay, so we are going to harvest this canola up. I'm going to do one header all the way around the field, and then we will speed things up and get it done. I'm not going to be cutting away anymore because I don't like the idea of cutting away and then all of a sudden the field's done. I like to be able to see the progress. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to speed up the actual harvesting so that you can still see it, but it just takes a lot less time. Because when I record for an hour at a time. And if I speed up the harvesting, I can get the video in between 20 and 30 minutes. Whereas if you sit here and watch all of it exactly like this, it takes a full hour to do one or two fields depending on the size of them. And we want to get as much accomplished as possible, but we also want it to be something that you want to watch and not get bored of watching because it just takes too long to get done with the field. So on the first one here, we are going to do one header around and then speed it up. We'll see at that point where we're at on time. And if I can find another field that will be a good payday for us, that is not so large that I can't finish it, then maybe we'll do that as well. We'll see where the day takes us. My goals for today were to... Oh, I hit the stupid thing. See, there's a tree trunk there because I cut down the trees around the field before I started recording the episode, and I could not get that tree trunk to go away. No matter what I did, the tree trunk stayed. I could not get it to grind away. You have that sometimes. They'll come back later with updates and fix all those little bugs. It's not a problem with the Farming Simulator game. It is a problem with the mod. Because this map is a mod map. This didn't come with the game. Somebody made this map and made it so that we could download it and play it. Which is super awesome of those people. Modders are the greatest, man. Sometimes they catch a lot of grief because they do things people don't like and all that kind of stuff, but and I gripe myself, don't get me wrong. I gripe, like on this map, I gripe about all these damn trees everywhere. Why are there trees in the middle of the field? It's so dumb. So, I get it. They catch a lot of grief. But I'll be the first one to tell you, they are amazing. If it wasn't for modders, this game would have been dead a long time ago. They literally saved the Farming Simulator games. Because they made them really, really fun to play. And there's always new mods coming out, there's always new maps, there's always new animals and crop types and all kinds of really cool equipment that just make this game so much fun to play. So if I gripe every once in a while about a map or a mod or something that isn't working the way it's supposed to work, just please take that with a grain of salt. Just know that I am eternally grateful to all of the modders out there who make these amazingly fun mods to play. I absolutely love them. I'm harvesting right now with a mod harvester and a mod header for that harvester on a mod map. Pretty cool. None of this stuff was part of the original game. Okay, so that is the entire headland done. So we are going to speed up the process here. Now I'm going to be talking to you through the whole thing because I'm not talking as I am recording this. What I decided to do with the Farming Simulator games is just record the gameplay and come back in later and record the audio because I knew I would be skipping and speeding up and all that kind of stuff, the videos. So it's just easier this way. So I don't end up with partial sentences and partial stuff when I have to cut. I don't know, it's a bunch of inside baseball that you probably don't give a damn about, but if you're a fan of the radio show, you know that I am a meticulous person, and also I always tell you the truth, so I'll tell you why I did something and what I'm doing. I don't care. I'm not going to hide anything. There's no point. The way I always looked at lying was it wasn't worth the trouble because one, you have to keep all that crap that you've made up straight in your head, and I don't have the energy for that. I got too much other stuff I'm trying to do to worry with that. You have to worry about what you told who and all that stuff. It just makes no sense. And two, if it's something that you need to lie about, then you shouldn't have done it in the first damn place. That's the way I look at it. If you're not proud enough of it to say, yeah, I did that, why are you doing it? If you know you're going to have to lie about it later or whatever, why? That doesn't make any sense. And if you're lying to make yourself seem bigger than you are or more important or whatever, that also doesn't make any sense. Don't do that. Just work your butt off to become that person that you want to become because you can do it, man. Anybody can do it. If you have any kind of talent, you can do it. Look at me. I started out broke as hell, man. I'm a mountain guy. You know, there was times coming up that if I didn't hunt and fish, I didn't eat, and that's the truth. Because I was broke as a joke. I was working in a factory as a forklift driver, and I was actually doing fairly good for myself. I was able to pay my bills for once in my life, and things were going well. My grandfather got cancer, and there was nobody that could help him, nobody that could take care of him. And they told him he had 2 weeks to live, go home, and get your affairs in order. There was nobody to help him. So I literally walked off my job. I quit and went to take care of my grandfather. Hey, we're going to bring the tractor over here to empty. So that's what I did. I just walked out on my job and came to help my grandpa. And what was supposed to be 2 weeks, and then I go back to work, turned into 7 years that the man lived. I fed him, I wiped his butt, I did everything he needed to make sure that he was okay. And he lived another 7 years. He got to see his great-grandchildren grow up a little bit and have relationships with them. It was a wonderful thing. But during that time period, I had a lot of extra time. So we're going to empty this in here and see what we make off of it. I had a lot of extra time during that time because I was just kind of hanging out with Grandpa. I wasn't working anymore because I couldn't work a normal job and take care of him at the same time. It's just too much. So I would do, I think that said $18,521. I would do little spare jobs. I would sell wood or mow lawns with my uncle and that kind of stuff, just to make a little bit of cash when I could spare an hour or two. But mainly I just took care of Grandpa for those 7 years. And during that time period when I'm hanging out, God had always put it on my heart to write. I had that amazing gift. I'm really, really good at it. And he had put it on my heart that this is what I wanted to do for a living. This was going to be my dream. But I was scared. I was always so scared to do it. So I just did it anyway. Because I had time and I said, to hell with it, I'll just do this. And so I did it. And it took off and became very popular. We're going to pick up field 63 here. It's kind of big. So I don't know if we'll finish it all completely. But I think we'll at least get it harvested. But that should be very nice. It appears to be oat. So we'll get oat from it. We'll get straw from it. It'll be brilliant. But anyway, I had always wanted to write, but I was scared. Yeah, it is oat. I was scared because that is a mountain of a task. I mean, that's very scary. It is really the only word I could use to describe it, It just seemed like too much. It was very intimidating. But I went ahead and did it because I had all kinds of time. And it did really well, and now that's all I have to do. I don't have to go work a normal job anymore. I make money off my books, and I do the radio show, and I play video games on YouTube now. Now, I don't really make any money from YouTube, to be honest with you. I mean, things are monetized because if you don't monetize them, they won't recommend them. So you have to monetize. But the pay structure on YouTube is absolutely terrible. Creators get ripped off like you would not believe. Like, the only way we make money is if those videos or those ads on the videos that everybody gets annoyed with and hits skip, we don't get paid when those ads air. We only get paid if somebody watches that entire ad all the way to the end without skipping it. So, out of every 1,000 views on a video, you might make around $1 if enough people actually watch the entire ad and don't skip it. But the problem is YouTube has lost their mind, and they're starting to do this thing where they're bombarding videos with just way too many ads. So as a creator, you're put in a very bad position, because what do? Your subscriber base is shrinking because people are getting pissed off because there's too many ads on your videos and they don't want to stick around anymore. They leave. But you can't not monetize the videos because, one, you don't make any money if you demonetize it. So I'm already doing this for free, pretty much. Okay? So a very little amount of money comes in from YouTube videos if you're lucky enough to actually get paid. Now, if you have millions and millions of subscribers, it's probably different. But for the normal YouTuber, very little money. But also, if you demonetize your own videos, if you decide not to run ads on them because it's pissing everybody off, what happens is YouTube will say, well, we can't run ads on this, so we're not going to make any money off this video. So we're not recommending it to anybody. So that's what happened, is nobody gets recommended your videos. They don't notify your subscribers that you've posted them. And in some cases, they even unsubscribe people from your channel. It's crazy. So as a creator, you have no option but to have monetization on your videos. But you have absolutely no control over how many they put up or how often they do it or any of that stuff. All right, we got to go back on over there and empty the oats out into the trailer. So you're just kind of up a creek. You're just screwed. You got people that are pissed off at you because there's too many ads running, but you don't have anything to do with it. You have to have the monetization on if you want your channel to stay alive, because otherwise it dies. But at the same time, it's not like you're making a ton of money from it. You're not making anything really. I mean, I know a lot of people on YouTube that have been doing it for years, making hundreds and hundreds of videos, and they've maybe gotten one check the entire time for $100 or something. I mean, it's crazy. Because we don't get paid for every ad that runs, and we should. Because YouTube gets paid for every ad that runs, but we don't. We only get paid when people watch them all the way through. And I'm not saying all of this to guilt you into watching the ads all the way through. Please, skip them if you want. I honestly don't care. The main reason that I have the monetization on is so that YouTube will recommend the videos to people. That's all it is. Because if you don't, your channel dies. So if you want to skip the ads, skip the ads. If you want to watch the ads and support the channel, watch the ads and support the channel. I'll tell you what I do. I watch a lot of YouTube myself. There's a lot of YouTubers that I really enjoy watching their videos, and I watch their stuff. What I do is if an ad is 30 seconds or less, I will let it play as a way to support that channel. But that being said, I'm only doing 1 or 2 of those a video. That's it. If you put 17, 18, 19 ads on the video YouTube, I'm not going to watch them all, even if I love the person. I'm not doing it. And if the ad is over 30 seconds, I'm not watching it. So believe me, I understand your frustration. The reason I'm addressing this is because I've had a couple comments now on the channel about it. And I just want to assure you, it aggravates me too. I'm not doing it as a way to be greedy or try to make a ton of money, because I'm not making anything. I'm not getting any checks from YouTube, just so you know. I can't tell you the last time I got a check. I got a check a couple years ago, I think, for maybe $15, $20 or something. I don't even know what it was for. Like, very little amount of money, and I haven't received a check since. So it's not like I'm making any money off this stuff. The original idea for this channel was to be a place for the Staring Into the Abyss radio show, to where if you missed it on the radio, you could come catch the replay. And we ended up doing the Tales from the Abyss TV show. We put that on there, and I did other paranormal videos and put them on there, and now I'm doing gameplay stuff. The gameplay stuff is got 2 reasons. One, because I love doing this. This is a lot of fun. I'm a big gamer. I really enjoy it. And so that's why I'm doing it, because I'm having fun doing it. But the second reason is because some of the topics that I've talked about on the radio show, they don't like too well when you talk about them. And so what happens is they will end up nuking your channel. They will demonetize you. They will deplatform you. And they will unsubscribe people from your channel, and they will stop people from getting notifications for your videos because you're talking about something that they don't want you to talk about. So part of the reason why the gameplay stuff happens is because I do 1 episode of Staring Into the Abyss a week. There's 6 other days in the week. So this is content to fill up the channel, something that is fun that you can watch and enjoy, but also this gives me a lot more videos on the channel that are safe and that YouTube doesn't have a problem with. So that kind of tricks the algorithm into not nuking my channel, if that makes sense. Alright, so we're going to drive this up because we have to pick up the straw. We got to dump this. And I think we have one more load up here that we have to pick up too. So we're making some money today. Let's see, we got... Man, we are making some money today, ain't we? We got 22,000 something on that one. So we're up to 70 grand now. And then we'll be able to sell the fields back. So we're going to make a decent amount of profit. I got one more load to deliver in the trailer here, and then I have the straw off the field to sell as well. I'm not going to make it to pick up the straw. We're going to do this here, and then that's going to be the end of the video because I'm just completely out of time. So we are talking another $10,000 it looks like. So we're up to 81,000. Very, very cool. Plus we need to sell the field back once we sell the straw. Straw will probably give us close to another 10 grand, and then the field gets sold back, so we're looking pretty. So thank you all for joining me. I'm sorry I ranted on this one. It's just I had to address that. I hope you understand. I love you, and I'll see you on the next video. Till I speak to you again, love many, trust few, and do harm to none. God loves you, and so do I. Bye-bye.